Hello everybody, Alex here from Snake on Exotics, and today I've got a couple of big jobs we've got to do. So we've got to handle the new baby royal, do a bit of taming, maybe try and start doing some head taming, which is just slightly starting touching the head and stuff like getting used to that. Then we've got to check on all our new enclosures, make sure nothing's fell over or been knocked over in the night. Then I've got to thin out the fish in the big vat. There's a couple too many fish in there now, so I'm going to catch some of the smaller ones, distribute them around some of the other tanks. But yeah, we'll have a good day. No Mego today because she did that extra day for me the other day to get a gecko. But yeah, we'll jump on and get some good shots of the animals and stuff. So please like, subscribe, comment and share for me. If you'd like to watch another video, no, that's at the end. I'll see you in a bit. I think we should have a look at our tanks we did yesterday. Checking no one's destroyed anything or anything's fell over or stuff like that. So that's a big thing, because everything you don't want to say the animal's been climbing on it a bit. You want to make sure stuff hasn't fell off. So we go down and do the Southwind Dragon first. Hello mate, how you doing this morning? Enjoying your new decor? I think it looks alright. I think that passes, that does. A lot more humidity in there, because I noticed the humidity wasn't quite right, it needs to be a bit more. So all this moss over here is stuff for us to spray right underneath the heat lamp to give us loads of moisture. So we'll have a walk over and we can have a look at the croc skink tank. So I think that was the one we put a lot more effort into yesterday. That took me 3 hours to build yesterday over the time. And it looks just as good, I reckon. Really good, I think. So, I mean, the water is backtracking a tiny bit. So, I mean, the water at the back of the soil at the back of the waterfall is a little bit saturated than I'd like. But it's still filtering through, and there's no worries with the pump. So, we'll have a proper look at it, but I think we've done okay. So the problem is there. So the water is tracking down there and just making it a little bit saturated. But it's not the end of the world. 90% of the water is going in there, going down the flow, trickling over this little rocky area and then getting filtered. So I'm happy with that. I think she looks lovely. I think she looks lovely. We passed with flying colours on them, I think. Flying colours. So what I want to do as well is I want to decor this a bit. So a lot of the bits I put up fell over and stuff like that, so I want to make it look a bit cooler. Bleck is loving it. Catfish might not be loving it as much because he's got less area to swim, but he's got more places to hide. So it's what swings and roundabouts, you can't have everything. So we do that today. I've been struggling to find anything for here. Army pump stopped, so we have to have a look at that, figure that out. So I'll unplug that now so we don't burn out the pump. I think I've got the right plug, but it's hard to tell because it's not working. So I think I've got the right plug. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have to move this a bit closer. There we go. So we've got to reach over, we've got to grab the top capping rock and hope nothing else falls. It fell. So we might have to redo a bit of this towards the end. I'd rather not if I get away with it. I think I'm going to need 2 hands though. Okay, so I've got 2 hands now. So let it come past. Okay. What I'll do is it's going to be something in here. If I can get it off. Aha. If I pull this bad boy out, I'll get it off. We need some pliers. Wow. There's something in here stopping us. You've got to give it a rinse in the water. Have a look under the light. Looks okay. Looks like there's some stuff gagged up on here. Little rinse in the water. Blanco back in. That feels better. Put it back on there like that. Perfectamundo. Now we've got to drop this down back behind the rock. Like so. There we go. We've got to find a way of balancing this. Okay. We'll rock back in here. There we go. So we're going to turn it on and see if it works or not. Show me the water. Hey! We got water. We got water. We could do some handling of the new vanilla spider, as she needs a bit more timing, a bit more handling. She's been here a week now, so we give her some good handling, get her a little test, give her, maybe do some head training, touching her underneath and stuff like that, and then we can see how she's getting on with the new handling. But I think she's going to be okay. Well, fingers crossed I don't get bit. Oh, let's have a little handle of the new royal python. So I believe she's right down here in the bush, so she's not in the ride. She's pushing it up today, being a bush hooky. Hello, my darling. How are you today? Do you want to come out and say hello? You want to come out and say hello? There she is. Right, he is. So we're going to do a little bit of handling today. We're not going to go mad. So it's only the second time or third time of her being handled while she's here. So she's a lovely, I keep saying she. He is a lovely vanilla spider royal python. So okay, mate. So the spider gene isn't the best gene in the world. We tend to not have snakes which are just spiders anymore, because they have they can get a head wobble, so their head wiggles around like that, or when they'll go upside down. And see how she won't go right upside down. She wants her head to be upright. But the other ones, they don't realise up, they can't tell which way is up. So you'll put them upside down and they won't realign their head to the right way up. They'll just be like, oh, I'll just stay like this. So she's still in the S position though. So she's ready and waiting just in case anything scares her. But the more we hold her, she'll chill out. And look, there we go, look, see? Oh, little fright. Every time she has a little fright, she's going to go back to the S position, which is the strike position. But she'll chill out again in a second. You go, look, see? She's chilling out slowly. She'll stretch out, have a little crawl around, have an explore. There we go. You're having an explore, my darling. See, had a fright again. Back to the S position. That's what we need to get rid of her, is so she gets less of a fright. So the more times we handle it, the more she'll get used to the normal stuff and realise that nothing's going to hurt him, and he's nice and safe. So if we was going to do some head taming today, we'd start with under the chin, which is the easiest place to start. Calm down, don't you bite me. So it'd be under the chin would be the first place we'd try. So just be touching under the chin, little movements. There you go, under the chin. And go under the chin again. Just little strokes under the chin. Now get used to that then. And then after that, it's behind the head. You can see I touched her there, and she went fast straight away. So she's on small mice at the moment. She's doing really well on. She took her last one, absolutely perfect. I'm going to keep saying she, but you know it's a he. I'm terrible for getting them mixed up. But she's calmed right down now. She's having a right little, he's having a right little explore. And you mate. Yes you are. So they're royal pythons, they're from Africa. Calm down. And they like living in the grasslands and in the shrublands. Oh, don't you bite my hand. See, she's getting scared by stuff again. So just calm down, darling. Just don't bite me. She's only got a little mouth and little fine teeth. And we don't want her teeth breaking off in my skin. But yeah, so they love termite mounds, because termite mounds, they control their own heat and have their own temperatures and stuff like that from the termites working it all out. So there's usually a royal python underneath every termite mound. But you won't get stuff like this. You may get stuff that looks slightly different to normal ones, but it's quite rare nowadays. Calm down, darling, you're okay. There we go. I think you've done well there, darling. She's calmed down nice. I think we'll put her away as an award now for having a nice handle and not striking at us. So we'll put her back, him back. I will get it right eventually. Okay, darling. And she's in the hide. Fantastic. So yeah, the spider gene isn't the best, so we tend to breed it back to some normals to freshen up the bloodline, or at least add something that's got a really good bloodline, or with no any problems with the breeding and stuff like that. But yeah, they're great little snakes. So I think we'll move on and do something else. What we need to do over here is we need to make it a bit more cooler, but it needs to be sturdy because we've got the big catfish in there smashing around into stuff. So I'm thinking more at the back wall sort of thing, and maybe a pile of logs in the middle, maybe. I'm umming and ahhing about it. So I'm going to jump on, have a bit of move around, see how we get on, and see if we make it cool. There we go, we've got a bit more going on in the middle, a bit more pieces at the back, leaving a little bit open spaces for him to chill, and that looks a bit more cool than what it did before, or just lying on the floor. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do now. What are we going to do now? We have to think of something else, won't we? That was the other thing we had to do. We've got to thin out the population a bit. We're getting a bit fish heavy. So what we're going to do is pick some of the nice small ones, and then we're going to do like we have here. So we've got a small amount of large ones in the tanks. So I've got the same down there in that one. That one. So I've got two there that we could put 2 ones in each. So we're going to have to find out some nice small ones and have a little pick, because we are full. This is full. I don't like it being full. I like it being reasonably full, but not full. So we've got to pick some of the nice smaller ones, put them into the other tanks, and then this needs a water change as well, because they're having the lily in there has released all the tannins, and that's why the water's brown. So we catch some fish, chuck them over, and I'll show you which ones I pick. I had a change of plan. So I've moved the fish that were in that tank up there, and then I've moved the fish that are in that tank up there as well. So I've got 2 of the biggest tanks empty. So I think that's the best case scenario now. So problem is, it's very hard to get across that you can't have goldfish in bowls and stuff like that, because they need a certain amount of water. If I put a goldfish in there, a big one, it sets the wrong example. So I need the big ones need to be in the big water to show that they need more water than the rest of them. Because if I have big fish in there, well, there's like, well, you're doing it, so why can't I do it? That's the problem I get. So bigger fish in bigger tanks, best case scenario, I think. Because otherwise, you end up with stuff like this little bloke here. See how he's all bent? Well, his fins are bent, his back tail's bent. It's from being in a tank that's too small for him. So but that's plenty of room for him in there. But if he gets any bigger, then it's in the vat. So that's why we put the small ones in here, give more room for the big ones in the vat. Then when these ones are bigger, they go in the vat. Hopefully we just sold some fish for the vat, from the vat. So we're going to catch some fish now. I'm thinking that bad boy down there, a little one. I'm thinking maybe the koi and some of the other little ones as well. So let's see if I can catch some of the little ones. The first one, you're alright mate, you're alright, calm down. You're okay. There we go, look. See? Lovely job. You okay mate? Hey, look at that lovely fish. There you go mate. Lovely job. We've got the little Japanese koi. Calm down, you calm down. Calm down, fishy, please. Please calm down. Fish, I'm afraid. Stop splashing me, please. Please, fishy, please, fishy, please, fishy. Calm down. I didn't go mad because we ain't got much space. So we've got the two in there. Plenty of room for them too. We didn't mess with them. And we've got the koi and another big one in there. So I didn't go mad at all. Leave them with plenty of room because everyone else is pretty big. That's my problem. Everyone else is really big. So I think we thinned out the population a bit. All we've got to do is some water changes, and that's about it really. A couple of water changes. Tuesday we'll do them. Big water change in here, and we'll do a water change on the other side as well. The lights just turned off. But yeah, that'll be the plan for Tuesday, big water changes. Okay then everybody, so that's all we've got time for today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got loads of big jobs done and stuff like that, so I'm happy with what we got done today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for me. If you want to watch another video, box should be there. If you want to watch a playlist, it should be there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, she's up there. So I'll see you in the future. Bye.